So, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of this podcast, episode number 9. And today, we are already almost to the 10th episode. So, to everyone, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow my TikTok account, Citronisopi, for more updates about this episode. So, cheating. There is a lot of meaning of about cheating. Cheating on exam, cheating on sports, and mostly cheating in your relationship. Cheating is a relationship is a betrayal of trust where one partner engage in romantic outside the relationship. It often involves lying to your partner when they ask you who is that girl or who is that guy. Cheating is almost unforgivable. And you know that once you cheat, it will not be ever the same again, even if you're okay now. It's like glass is broken, then you throw it and then you try to fix it. It's like that. So please do not cheat on your partners. Like in this story, where I'm gonna feature the proud cheater of this story. He always have an actions, he always have justifications why he does that action and thinking that he is right to his attitude. So here's the story. On 2019, there was a girl named Anna. Anna is a single that time and a high school student, has a lot of dreams, and one of the models in any of the campus. She is also known as a campus crush. Oh my god. Many liked her, but one thing that Anna likes her the most is this guy named Adam. Adam is a wait, a handsome, kind guy. You can describe everything he wants. Adam and Anna starts in usual relationship in crushes at first. They did not know each other until Adam courts her and Anna just accepted him in his relationship. At that time, everything goes normal at first in the relationship. They are good. They are in good terms. Anna treats her like princess. Anna is sweet girl to Adam. They always update each other. They eat each other. Everything. Almost everything. They chat. How are you? They are overprotected. And now they are confirmed in relationship. They are strong at first. They are good. They promise each other that they will not cheat on each other. And that's what they did. They go to the date in any sites. Yeah, any sites. Anywhere they go, they will date. Oh my god. Then they will hold their hands and then they hug. There was no 3-month rule that time, so I don't know if they kissed or they hugged. But one thing's for sure that it's weird that the first time you meet your girlfriend, you will hug her, you will kiss her. During the pandemic, they cannot meet each other. They are celebrating first anniversary in their cell phone. Everything seems normal at first on in the technical era, and when the face-to-face classes return, they are back, but not the same Adam anymore. Adam is manipulative, sad boy. He hurts his partner by attempting to punch her. And so Anna didn't know that his boyfriend starts to have symptoms of red flag. Sorry, symptoms of red flag. Like already abusing her partner. That is already first red flag now. And then this Adam wants to go to his friend named Carla. They are close. They are close in the classroom. They they almost talk each other than her girlfriend, but the girlfriend didn't know it yet. And that's her friend as well. And then when Anna isn't around, this Carla took advantage of that situation and then flirts with him, does the hugging stuff. They do everything as what couples do that Anna doesn't know yet. They are sweet. They give her gifts. They are sweet. They hug each other almost every time. When the girlfriend chats to Adam, where is he? Adam is so defensive. Like, come on, dude. You could have at least say an honest answer. My God. But of course, cheaters are not gonna tell the truth until they are exposed. Then, when Anna already has jealousy in her heart that Adam is indeed cheating, she tries to confront Adam. Who is that girl? You know what Adam said? Stop touching my phone. Stop asking me that. You don't have privacy, bruh. It's her right to know where you are because you're in a relationship. And that is until the next day Anna find out that Adam is cheating on her with Carla, kissing in the bar, drunk. So Anna does this being koan hysterical girlfriend is mad, throwing stuff. Let's stop. So we're back. So I'm sorry for a little bit problems here. So anyways, let's go back to the story. So at that time they already caught the girl, another girl in the bar. She's she's scandalous or what you call making a scene. Yeah, that's what the proper term. Making the scene in the bar. Fights the girl and then throws her in the water, in the beer, everything. The guy even justifies that I cheat on you because you are lacking. Blah blah blah. Freaking you. You even had the audacity to blame her. The guy blamed her that's why he cheat because she lacks and the guy only likes sex. That's why he finds another girl to satisfy his fetishness. So the girlfriend named Anna, already devastated in tears, gets angry, decides to drink beer, mad. She drunk. She's being drunk to all the problems that she got cheated. And now Anna wants to feel the boyfriend's pain. He wants to feel her pain by revenging. Like she sleeps with another guy named Justin. So Anna sleeps with Justin and then sends picture. They kiss and then sends the boyfriend's picture as revenge. As for angriness, and the reaction of the face of the boyfriend is so funny. And then Anna said, "You cheated on me. That's what you get for cheating on me." Now, how would you feel? And then so Adam already realized the mistake and says, "I'm sorry, I will not do it again, I promise." But Anna says, "No, I'm going with Justin. I'm gonna date him." And so Adam punched Justin as revenge, but Justin fights back, and Adam ends up in the hospital. A moral of the story: never cheat on your partner. So you can see this partner that the guy is with her girlfriend, but he is holding with another girl's hand. It's not, it's, this is very toxic. Cheating. If you cheat on your partner, why pursue her in the first place? Huh? A relationship is not for fun. A relationship is meant to last forever. That's why you choose that person, because you wanted that person to be your forevermore. You even, you get the cheaters, I do not get it. They have a lot of reasons when they are caught. Like they said that you are poor, that's why I replaced you with another guy. Your attitude. I mean, this is the only thing that I can make sense, but still that is very wrong. The attitude of your partner, and then the other one is no connections, making own reasons, busy, busy with another woman, that's right. And then there's another reason that you lack. Then there's another guy who is manipulative, remorseful, a lot. There is a lot of cheaters behavior mechanism when they are caught having with another girls. So let's have the advice section. But before that, we have a special guest that I will send his advice on the mess on this video, since he cannot present us with video, unfortunately. So to still meet up his needs, he agrees to me that he will just chat the advice of the story that featured. And please welcome Joaquin Malonhao. So Joaquin will be advice to me, and I will post his advice after I gave them the three of them advice. So let's go to the advice section. Advice for you, Anna, number one is, just because you are cheated doesn't mean you will cheat back. It will be an endless loop, I promise. You get cheated, you cheat back, he will cheat you again, and then so on and so forth. It's it's endless loop. It's toxic. It's better to end everything and move on with another person who is kind. Everything than to what you want your boyfriend to feel your pain like that. I mean, I understand your point. I validate your feelings, but that is morally wrong. And in fact, you're not yet married, because otherwise, if it's married, it's still a sin to God. Sixth commandment: thou shalt not commit adultery, or having basta with another partner. And then number two, move on. Leave that guy. Do not cry for him again. Because as what a friend said to me, that it's his loss, not hers, not yours. So, just move on. Find another one. It's his fault. Why he lost the person you truly value it. You make him realize that he made a mistake. Number three. Number three, stop being an overreacting person to the second partner. Because usually, there is a situation that just because you get cheated, the next partner will catch all the trust issues you have. That is not also right. You could have at least tried to reconcile your brain. You try to at least let go of the pain and not let the other person catch the trust issues you have. And for advice for the guy, number one is, how no matter how many reasons you have, cheating is never okay. It is never okay. You know why? Why would you cheat if you truly love that person, huh? That's why I said earlier that you chose that person to be with forever, then why would you cheat? That's not love anymore. That is lust. And as in your story, you are just there for sex. And that's a lust. That is too very broad reasoning, too narrow specifically. Not a valid reason to cheat. There is no valid reason. Even if the partner is very evil, you cannot cheat. Number two, do not ever blame your partner for your cheating. This is mostly common for those who are cheaters, gaslighters. Like once they are caught, they are trying to shift the blame to the person cheated on and says, "It's your fault that that you lack yourself. You you have a lot of problems. That's why I did that." Damn you. If it's your personal reasons, why would you involve her, huh? You could have talked to your partner at least what happens, and if ever is lacking, you could have at least catch up. You could have tried to catch up with the missing time bond with her. Not like you will cheat just because she doesn't have a time anymore. That's a lame excuse. Those excuses are just for the cheaters. My God. Number three, advice for you: change. As much as possible, change. Although, as what I said earlier, that apology is very, cheating is very hard to forgive. You will try to regret all the decisions you made. That why did I cheat? Is this mistake? I regret. I the person that loves me the most left me. Show your remorse. Show your actions that you will change. You will not cheat anymore. And since you are, or in the story, you are just excess, no more connections, then it's time for you to change your mindset and not to cheat the person. The next partner, do not cheat. Because the moment you cheat the second time, no one will serious you forever and ever, even if you are crying blood, and even if the actions is indeed truthful, nobody will serious you anymore. So that's why, as much as possible, change your attitude. So, and for us, the girl named Carla, the other woman, number one, if you already know that the guy you are talking to has a girlfriend already, you should have learned your instinct to let go. I mean, I understand some situations like they become mistress, they become other girl because they do not know that the guy that they are dating to is married or in relationship. I could have understand the reason. I could have believed them at least. I could have understand at least. But to avoid that issue in the first place, you could have background check him. You can search his profile in Facebook, and if you see that person is in relationship, then you should stop. Being a mistress, being another girl is very hard. Because even though indeed that the guy left her girlfriend or wife for you, the guy will still think and miss his wife or girlfriend and decides to go back to their wife and girlfriend if they did show remorse. You are just the second option. It's being hard being a mistress, I promise you. Being another girl, it's very hard. Because every celebrations, it's always on the legal partner, wife, the girlfriend. And you're just a mistress, you're another girl. You do not have right for that. So back to the topic. You could have distanced yourself if you know that guy's already has a girlfriend. You already saw him that he has girlfriend already. You could have stay away, but no, you're a flirty woman. You're malande, igatera, pokpok. I will describe you everything. Sorry for being judgmental. This is reality. I'm just being harsh. That is the truth. I'm being harsh even on episodes 2 and earlier on the podcast because that is reality. Accept it. Do not ever bash me because that is the fact that once you ruin their relationship, you are bad. You are the evil person. It's even sin to God. That's your stealing someone's partner, like engaging adultery. That's even sinful. You will never go to heaven unless you confess to Father. You need Jesus. Number 2, advice for you, girl. Back off. Do not serious him. I promise you, most cheaters are always cheaters. I promise you. They will always cheat you no matter how they will change. Like for example, if that guy left the girlfriend or wife for you, expect that the guy that you stole, that person, will repeat to what he did to his wife. Kumbaga babaero, womanizer. He will not serious you. He is just using you as temporary time, comforting time when they have problems. But when it's your problem, then it's very painful. You will just be in the trash and find another girl and an endless loop. Back off before karma gets worse. I promise you, girl. Despite being a judgmental, harsh comment reality to you, I'm still kind to give you an advice to back off before biggest karma can occur. Because once you back off, at least you acknowledge your mistake and you will not do the mistake again. But if you're not remorseful and decides to be like playful, proud mistress, proud another girl, then expect that it will be 2 times painful than what the wife and girlfriend felt from that cheating boyfriend.
Here is advice from our guest Joaquin Malonao. So his advice says is that even though you got cheated, you still want to be the better person. You don't have to do your revenge act. It's unnecessary and quite frankly, it's a dumb thing to do. You have to be calm and collected when facing those situations. You got to think before you do atrocious. And yes, I know it's painful, it's ugly, it's bad, but you still have the better person at the end. And as for the boy, MF, you are the menace of this society. Not only you cheated on her, but you blame her. Now I do not know this person, but I do know one thing. He is dumbass. My advice to you, boy, is to follow Jesus Christ. Think about it. Ask yourself what would be the advantage and disadvantages of that situation. Reflect on what you can learn from experience and then move on and be the better person. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Better next time, not only to you but for everyone.
So now let's have the closing remarks. So as what I said, cheating is not a solution to your problems in fighting. You could have talked to your partner properly, approached properly. Do not involve opposite gender. I even allowed you guys to talk to your friends in the same gender and tell their problems. But sometimes the friends, some will not serious. So I think it's best to have your own decision in your mind, whether you accept his apology or decide to move on. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening to my podcast and watching to my podcast. Bye.